Okay, so all the bars are on, the front bar and the back mower wheels, and the front assistant is on the front, winding now. So wind away, and you look up just to make sure the tension's pulling not on the forestay. Okay, keep winding. You see the forestay starting to go slack. Yeah, keep winding. Keep winding a bit more. Okay, that'll do. Hold it there for a sec. I'll just put an extra turn on this right around the mast to be sure. Checking that it's all clear. Okay, this is the stage you talk to no one. If someone comes up and wants to talk about your boat, you ask them nicely to go away, because this is where you want to be careful. So I'm pulling the pin out. Okay, just wind that a bit more please, dear. Okay, work. Have to be uncooperative when it's being filmed. Okay, pins out. Put the pins straight back in. And it had tape on, which I ripped off before the filming, and it's the one when you attach it at the other end, put the tape on immediately, so the forestay can just drag. Just checking it's okay. Alright, looks pretty good. So now you wind backwards on that, because there's a clutch on the winch, so just wind it the other way. That's it. Yep, keep winding, just keep pushing. Keep pushing. That's it, and you just wind at a steady rate, and I come backwards. There's nothing much for me to do here, because the lowers will take all the load, but I usually come back to here to guide it. Okay, keep winding, dear, until I tell you to stop. I'm just looking up here, you can see the lowers are starting to go slack, and I'm under here to guide it. Yep, wind away. Just keep winding steady, and if I say stop, you stop, and if I say wind back the other way, you wind back the other way. Now you notice the geometry of the attachment of this rope. Yep, just keep winding away. Yep. The geometry of all this, you'll notice these, the junction of the sets of ropes I'm looking at now. If you get them right, if they're attached at parrot beak length, then they come over the top of this pretty well. Yep, just keep winding. It'll look a bit ugly, but don't worry about that. Notice the mast's coming down nicely now. I'm not doing anything really. The wind is on the nose, which is probably the advisable way to do it. I have had the wind coming from behind. Other times I've actually had to push the mast down. Here it comes down. I'm looking down the base here just to check there's nothing going on. Generally coming down is the easiest part of that. The steel work, you can see while we get rid of steel. We'll just dangle it there. Yep, keep winding. Fast as you like. Yep, you notice that load's now being taken by the bar. Alright, it's always a good idea to stay out of the way of all that stuff. Yeah, the mower wheels come into their own here if you're doing this single-handed. Yep, keep winding. Winding, 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 winding. And you go. And you breathe a sigh of relief as it gets down to the mower wheels. If anything goes wrong, you don't want it to happen before that. Okay. Okay. So you keep winding. Beautiful. Keep winding. Alright, keep winding till I can undo the bowline here, please. Alright, so just need a bit of tension to undo this one. Keep winding. Yeah, I know. Because I'm not using the hook, I'm running out of a bit of rope. That's the last mainsail halyard gone off. Alright, stop. Okay, now you can start to wind it back, because then it goes back to a trailer job. So that all stays there. Yep, wind away. This is when you take this off. And would you believe it, now I've sold the boat for the first time ever, I didn't hit my head on that thing. Might change my mind and keep it. You'll notice now these You don't want these to hang too loose, so I'm going to use the snap shackle to put them straight back on the parrot beak. And you leave the bowlines there attached, so when I get to tin can, it'll be ready to go. Okay, now the only thing of issue now, as I roll it forward, is with these synthetic stays. They're so light. For long distances, you see at the end there, there's little hooks. For long distances I take the synthetics off, but for short distances I've been leaving them on. They're just nicer to have around, and the way I do it, yeah, that's enough for now, thanks. The way I do it with the synthetics is that I pull tension on them and take them to the mast, and then I add the Velcro things later, and that way they won't drop out. If they drop out where they are now, you just got to get on the ladder. Stop filming for a sec while I do that.